September 17th, 1944. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and the skies are blue as far as the eye can see, on a hot sunny day on what would otherwise be a casual day in Holland. But little do the people on the ground know that Operation Market Garden, one of the most ambitious airborne operations of World War II, is about to commence. Among the brave men preparing to jump into the unknown is Private Jack Thompson, paratrooper with the 101st Airborne Division. And for Jack, the journey to this moment has been filled with rigorous training and countless challenges, but nothing could fully prepare him for the reality of what lies ahead. Now, the road to becoming a paratrooper was grueling. Weeks of intensive training pushed Jack and his comrades to their limits, forging a close bond that they would carry with them through the darkest of times. And as the plane rumbles towards its destination, Jack takes a moment to remember why he's here. A photograph of his family serves as a poignant reminder of the stakes of their mission. Below them, the Dutch countryside is a patchwork of fields and forests, interrupted by the ominous bursts of anti-aircraft fire. The Germans are waiting and ready. Here it is, the moment of truth has arrived. With hearts pounding and adrenaline surging, the paratroopers prepare to leap into the chaos of battle. And Jack's mind races. He thinks of his training, his comrades, his family, and then, in an instant, he jumps. The roar of the plane fades away, replaced by the deafening rush of wind and the vast expanse of sky below him. Now, suspended beneath a canopy of silk, Jack plummets towards the earth, the war unfolding below him. The ground rushes up to meet him, and with it, the uncertainty of what lies ahead. And after touching down amidst the chaos, Jack moves swiftly, his training kicking in. He joins his unit ready to complete their mission and help secure the bridges critical to the Allies' advance. Operation Market Garden would prove to be a brutal and costly endeavour, but through it all, Jack and his fellow paratroopers demonstrated extraordinary bravery and resilience. In the face of overwhelming odds, the spirit of the paratroopers never wavered. Jack's story is but one of many, a testament to the courage and sacrifice of those who fought for freedom. Now, let's cut back and give us some context. In the waning days of summer 1944, the Allies were riding high on the momentum of their successful D-Day landings. As they pushed further into the occupied Europe, a bold and ambitious plan was conceived to bring a swift end to this war. This is the story of the build-up to Operation Market Garden. Now, by September 1944, Allied forces had made significant advances through France and Belgium, liberating Paris and reaching the borders of Germany. But the rapid pace of the advance began to slow, bogged down by logistical challenges and stiffening German resistance. And it was in this context that British Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery proposed a daring plan. An airborne operation combined with a ground assault aimed at seizing key bridges in the Netherlands. The objective? Well, to create a direct route into Germany's industrial heartland, bypassing the heavily defended Siegfried Line. This operation called for the capture of several crucial bridges across the rivers Meuse, Wall, and the Lower Rhine. The most critical of these was the bridge at Arnhem. If successful, the Allies could outflank the German defences and pave a way for a swift invasion of Germany. Now, codenamed Operation Market Garden, the plan was divided into two parts. Market would be the largest airborne operation in history, with 3 airborne divisions, the American 82nd and the 101st and the British 1st dropping behind enemy lines to secure the bridges. Whereas Garden would see the British spearhead a ground offensive, advancing from the Belgian border to link up with the airborne forces. It was a race against time, with the success of the mission hinging on the speed and coordination of both elements. Now, let's be serious. This plan was audacious, but not without risks. The intelligence reports indicated that German forces in the area were regrouping and could pose a formidable challenge. But yet, the potential rewards were too great to ignore. Now, Supreme Allied Commander General Dwight D. Eisenhower gave the green light. And on September 17, 1944, the skies over the Netherlands were filled with the roar of engines as the thousands of paratroopers leaped into action. On the ground, the tanks and infantry began their push towards the Rhine. Now, the initial stages of Operation Market Garden were met with mixed success. While many of the paratroopers landed relatively unscathed and quickly securing their objectives, other units faced unexpected resistance. Now, the bridge at Nijmegen was captured after fierce fighting, but the all-important Arnhem Bridge proved far more challenging. As the British 1st Airborne Division at Arnhem faced fierce German counterattacks, including elite SS Panzer units that had been underestimated by Allied intelligence. Despite their bravery and determination, the airborne forces found themselves increasingly isolated and cut off from reinforcements. Meanwhile, the ground forces faced their own challenges. Narrow roads, marshy terrain, and well-coordinated German defences slowed their progress. Bridges destroyed by the retreating German troops further hindered the advance, delaying the crucial link-up with the airborne divisions. And now the distance between the advancing ground troops and the beleaguered paratroopers grew ever more daunting. Supplies dwindled and the weather turned against the Allies, hampering resupply efforts by air. Desperate communications were sent back and forth with the paratroopers at Arnhem, holding out as long as they could. Their heroic stand became a testament to their resolve, but time was running out. And after 9 days of brutal combat, the decision was made to withdraw the remaining survivors of the British 1st Airborne Division from Arnhem. Operation Market Garden had failed to achieve its primary objective, resulting in significant casualties. And so, Operation Market Garden did not bring the swift victory that was hoped for. The courage and sacrifice of those involved remain etched in history. It was a bold gamble that highlighted both the potential and perils of ambitious military strategy. And that about does it for today, folks. So, if you have any ideas for the next video, stick them down in the comments below and it could be your idea in the next video. And I'll see you next time.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds.
On the road to Berlin, to Tokyo, to a final victory.
I have a dream. This nation will rise up.
Go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.